Lesson number one, my country people, Dr. Waiting. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So we got to be technical to what they do. We thank my country people for this wonderful job. Now, move go ahead.
You where you listen to me today, where you be black leg. You don't ever shit on down, you think and consider, say maybe you for be Amber. Now question that why they ask you, because I don't think about this before. My country people them. Today, now the 20th of April 2025, when Easter Sunday, and I want to take a few minutes off for explain one or two things them with my fellow country people them, black legs them. You know, one of the reasons why I be prepared for forgive the ex-combatants them when they surrender, and I they work with them, and we they produce results them, and I forgive them, and we they fine with them. You know why? Now because I understand, say, even the Amber terrorists we carry gun for bush, now a victim himself, now victim. May I explain something for you? When me I start this black legism, I don't watch Nijon Frundi for a rally time we be the Bamenda in the 1990s where he talk for crowd, say some when they talk say war. When I know if it even shoot gun, the crowd they respond to Nijon Frundi say Papa we go learn am. Me I don't always credit Nijon Frundi for saving my life. When I know why? Because if Nijon Frundi if he been a hardliner, if he be let those kind crowds and those kind hardline people them say make he fight, make carry guns for teach poor be a lesson in the 90s, maybe me are not for their life today. Some of we today, if we turn back, we look at Amber boys and what they did for bush, we crush them, and yes, we get right for crush them. But I want to make you reflect. You ask yourself, say if you be there 16 years old and some person they where you look up to ye, lawyers, teachers, your big brother them, someone they in a white man country, they get baby motor, they wear coat, they wear tie for neck, they talk big grammar like Ayabacho Tapang, Eric TawTaw, Mark Barretta, Capo Daniel them. They can't talk for Facebook. They ginger you, radicalize you, tell you things them, lie for you. What would you have done as a 16-year-old? You were to listen to me today for 2025. Have you ever thought about that? If the position be reversed, say you be 16 years old, you be gullible, you be impressionable, you be easily manipulated, you be poorly educated, maybe you don't even get papa for house, maybe you don't even get a stable family, maybe you don't even get a one for chop. They don't stop when I need to go to school. What's the next thing for do for Cartier? Roam around, committing crimes, doing bad things them, thief. What if that was you? You see how just by the fact that you grow up in an environment where it be free of radicalization, that alone now a privilege where you get them, where you need to appreciate them. People are like Okanas Clovis, Beltus them, and the Amber terrorists where they did bush today. They grow up in a different environment, in a different time. They grow up in an environment of radicalization, of pure wickedness, of lies, manipulation, fake news. I consider them victims of Ambazonia terrorism. Now, why do I don't tell when I say I go forgive any Amber for bush, even Amber we don't cut man in neck. I fit forgive that Pekin because now ignorance, now stupidity, now idleness, now wickedness of other people them the wicked for that Pekin. Like Nelson Mandela be talk. No human being no day where they born with prejudice. No Pekin no day where they born he hate another person. He come out talk say I hate black man, I like na white man, or I hate English, or I like na French. No human being no day where they born with hate. All the hate where we get them, they teach we. And if they fit teach we for hate, then we fit unteach ourselves out of that hate. Now lesson that was taken from Nelson Mandela. So If Amber terrorists repent, drop guns, I do welcome them. We do work together, because as much as I've been a victim of the Ambazonia terrorism, I consider the Amber terrorists themselves victims of Ambazonia terrorism. The true criminals, the true wicked people, the perpetrators, the manipulators who knew exactly what they were doing. Now the ones for diaspora. Now those ones we are not go ever forgive them. And they call on all the black legs them. If you listen to the sound of my voice today na Easter, and the day that way, Christians, they believe that Jesus Christ be die, he rise from the dead for cleanse our sins. And they talk on Easter Sunday. I don't care whether you be Christian, you be Muslim. The new religion for black legs say, never forgive the Amber terrorist manipulators in the diaspora. If you take 100 years, the day where the land for that northwest and southwest region will go give them their own medicine. Exactly what way they be preach for social media. Say me this speaking they do them for we go do them for them. This one no be threat, now promise. May they take and go bank, they go get interest on top. We dey wet them on the ground. And now why that way they shouldn't have a white man country? They radicalize now other people they are picking themselves and may they go die. They no step foot on the ground. And then they want to compare themselves to South Sudan with Eritrea and other countries them around the world. South Sudan, they nobody fight their so-called revolution or war for Facebook. They nobody should not abroad. Their leaders to be there on the ground. Same with Eritrea, same with any other country. The unique situation with our own say now wicked people them. They should not have for white man country abroad. Say now different people that are picking them, they go die. Not just pure wickedness. Put yourself in the shoes of that Pekin. If you be 16 years old and they tell you the exact same lies, where these manipulators they be talk for this Pekin them like Clovis them, like Beltus them, like Kawayanik them. If you were 16 years old, impressionable, gullible, poorly educated, easily manipulated, and you look up to these people them, the people the way you look up to them, the people the way you trust them, the people the way where you want to be like them, the people the way when they are role models them, they lie for you, they radicalize, they manipulate you. Would you have been able to resist it? Think about it.
Okay, thank you so much. As you join, let's share. We are doing the official launching of the National AK Campaign Project today. And we want to thank all the other activists who gave the privilege to this platform of ours to launch it. Of course, you know there are many activists who are involved in this, Mark Barita and others, and Joshua Cow, of course, and a couple of other activists, Sikot, and Tanga Cherry. But if they say that we should put it on this platform for us to begin the national AK campaign, is only a privilege, it's not a right. As a matter of fact, we had suggested that Mark should host or other activists, but they said let's just put it here because we had a couple of people in the US who were supposed to join here, but they will talk from their houses. So this is the golden project for the Ambazonian Liberation Independence War, a war that we have already won 80%, that we have to finish it, and this is the project to finish the war. I want to thank all of you for your trust, for being exhaustible in your resilience. I think your patience and your support for the revolution is unparalleled. We will be doing a lot of education in the course of this live show. And we want to let every one of you know that the AK campaign is a learning process, and the actors, the Ambazonian people, but the main actors are those who are involved in the community who have been discussing, and which means that since everybody is an actor, we would be glad to receive very constructive and considerable criticisms from you, either through our personal phone numbers or through some constructive social media criticisms. And we want you to walk out of the cocoon of docility, to move out of the rigmarole strategy of some other activists. We also want to seize the opportunity to thank Della, who also helped to share an audio from Ground Zero. We want to thank Della for that. And to let everybody know that the National AK campaign is for all Ambazonians, but there are people who, because of their attitude, have been exempted from the campaign based on the fact that they have not met the mutual trust beneficial strategy with the public. And so we are going to be saying other things here. We want to focus extremely carefully on the AK campaign on this live show. So we want to see that everybody comes up before the people who will be championing some of the discussions will be coming. Today I'm just the moderator, and I'll be giving my own ideas about how it's going to be. It's going to be a pretty beautiful show because we're going to have people from various counties who will be talking. It's not the ordinary Facebook live show that we used to do. This is the milestone. Today I've been talking with a couple of people on the ground who are defending homeland, and we are concerned about the fact that Ambazonians have to know that this is their campaign, and we think about all activists who are very concerned about who is involved in the National AK campaign, and we want to tell you very vehemently that all checks have been put in place, and as you are aware, that we have people from the 13 counties, and want all of you, the few people who are probably being pessimistic about the committee arrangements, to know that it is not an Eric TawTaw stuff, neither is it a Mark Barrett stuff, or it is a Joshua Carr stuff, or is it a Reverend Asong stuff. No, it is a stuff. It is not neither Ebenezer stuff. Ebenezer is a guy from Dian. It is our thing, Southern Cameroonians. But like you have already indicated, some of you have already made very strong points about some people who are not supposed to participate in the National AK campaign, and the National AK campaign committee has taken that into the firmest level of considerations, and so those people are totally, absolutely excluded from the campaign. Ladies and gentlemen, we will play one more music, and then we'll build the platform, ask people to come online. I think we want to start this campaign. We'll have at least 1,000 people watching live. We expect every single Ambazonia who's watching at this time to share on all platforms, copy and share on your WhatsApp groups, because this campaign is a determining factor to our war, to our victory, and so we want to stay poised, we want to stay committed. We will also be discussing a whole lot of things here, so God bless you all. Share and share and share, and let's have everybody on board. Thank you. Keep on sharing.
Assistant Vice President for Digital Services and Chief Information Officer, Office of Technology and Digital Services, American University of Nigeria. I wish I was a Nene, a job, a Becky's Nene.
All right, thank you so much. We have a couple of people who are trying to. Please, as you join, you share extensively. Let's have everybody on board. Please, let's have everybody on board, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, we will continuously play some good music on the show. We moved from the Northwest to Manu. Of course, we will go to Bakweri. I want to see the opportunity to greet the people from Fako. I'm thinking of you, Joshua Carr. I'm thinking of Fomban Diodone. I'm thinking of all of you Fako children in Europe, especially those who were in the UK yesterday, where we had the mountain man of Fako, Prince Tata King. You know, he was in London yesterday doing the book launch of Honorable Wiba, and so we are waiting for Ekembe Mahwe to fire that story. So we got all the vibes and all the enjoyment. It was huge. So I want to salute you, Honorable Wiba. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you people something. This is the game-changing moment, and with our victory from the Abuja Federal High Court of Abuja, which is known as the FHC Abuja, we have to remain very constant and consistent on our strategic arrangements to attack and cripple our Republic of Cameroon. Boya, Amba, we're going to play the national anthem when we officially want to start the launching. Now we're trying to build a platform, and so want everybody to be here because this is the most important moment for this revolution. Reasons why we have every activist on board, and this is going to be a systematic change in the approach for the finances. Everything has been taken into consideration. It is not the finance of an individual Ambazonia. It is the finance of the whole of Ambazonia. That is why we have suggested in the National AK Committee that all accounts must be made public on weekly basis, why not daily basis, to the Ambazonian people. We are going to ensure that there is total accountability. That is why we, the Ambazonian people, have always proposed and hit it hard on the fact that every single dollar, whatever that is contributed towards this fund, must be made, to the public for knowledge and for subsequent consumption. I want to let you all know that, ladies and gentlemen, this AK campaign remains one of the most sophisticated, yet the most simplistic approaches towards the achievement of our independence. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know one thing. You have seen how much people have tried to sabotage the campaign because they are sure that once it goes on ruling, the Republic is going to go out. And you want to ask yourself that if there is a new approach to sustaining the war, and you are not in the forefront, you simply go criticizing or try to make it look stupid, do you work for the interest of this revolution? That is a big question. And so I want to thank all of the activists that have put personal interests under the carpet and have put general and the Ambazonian interests on top of the bed, on top of the cupboard. It is very important for us to know that this is the war that we must win. And we are asking the Ambazonian people that each and every one of you must take the responsibility to secure your independence. At this juncture, we want to say that this independence issue is like salvation. Your contribution is going to serve your souls and, of course, that of your family members. This is a strategic program that nobody needs to tell anybody. It is a fact that we have won the war and we want to remain strategically important. As a matter of fact, we want to put the slogan on that the national AK campaign will make Southern Cameroons a force to reckon with. It will make Southern Cameroon a negotiating partner in the war. So, this is the slogan. The National AK campaign is going to make Southern Cameroons a negotiating partner in the war. It's going to make us to dictate to Mr. Probia that this is what we want, this is what we want, because we're going to kick all the soldiers out of our territory. And I want to say this. We are very clear on the fact that every option is on the table as far as this war is concerned. We are very confident in the approaches we want to take. We are certain that any individual who is an Ambazonian has a key role to play. However, we will not in any way forget to castigate and uproot any Ambazonian who would want to think that his role is absolute to the rules of others and who also wants to in any way be diabolic about their intentions. Why do I say so? I will quote an example which is in line with this live show and with the National AK campaign. I will now call this name because I think that is what he usually wants for him to be called. For all those of you who are in the APNC, we want to let you know one thing. Today, in the beginning of the APNC, I received a call from a gentleman, Mr. John Chichester, who spoke with me with a lot of intelligence. It's our white brother who is much into the struggle. And he told me his position, and I understood with him, and we exchanged messages, and we're looking forward to continue the discussion. Today, while I was resting to get the National AK campaign unrolling, I received a first call overnight because I attended one or two funerals around. I had some family friends who lost some loved ones. So while I was resting, the man who has brandished himself the Ngambe man of the revolution, you know him. He says he's chairman of the Mezamwe White. You know him. Because he says he's Dr. Santos. That's fine. So he called me and was telling me, this is what he told me, that all the members of the Restoration Council, they have endorsed the APNC and they are endorsing the resolutions of the APNC, and that Dr. Sako is going out and stuff. And I told him that, what is my business with Dr. Sako? He said, no, because you are covering for Dr. Sako. Let us get this fight straight. You see, the point is this. And when he got done, he insulted me that I'm going to fuck your ass up. That's what he told me. And he authorized me to register it, to record it. So I was talking about ill-intentioned people. People who do not understand the revolution, who only want to be in charge. You see, when he finished the call with me, he said, I will fuck your ass up, you get out, you fool, you thief, you criminal. He said all sorts of things. And then he gave me the opportunity to record it. And then he went off the phone. And then the next minute, he went to the people, a few people in the APNC said that I've dealt with that Eric TawTaw, I've put him in his position. Okay, now this is the point. When you call somebody, you insult him, and then you hang up. How different are you from people who use ghost profiles? That's the question I ask you. And you only put somebody in his position by causing that person to be completely subdued or to move to your position. Because I'm not subdued. You didn't say anything that makes sense to me. On the contrary, Dr. Nick Santos, who says, I'm saying this on public because I want to use this medium to always pass this information. Because nobody can sabotage this AK campaign stuff. Nobody, no ill intention Ambazonian can do anything. Now, if you, Dr. Nick Santos, you have your problem with Dr. Sako, that used to be your best friend, people should eat together. I've come to your place where I used to do interviews with Dr. Sako for free. For free, even as a journalist. If you have your problem with him, because, like you told me today on phone, you wanted to be whatever of the IG, that's not our business. Please, we are on track. We are about the revolution and about the AK campaign. We want people to come on board. Now, let me say one thing. If you have your problem with the IG and you think that Dr. Sako has stolen money, that is your problem with Dr. Sako. As an activist, I am waiting to have the facts in order to elaborate. You see, because they are trying to wrap us up in all of this because they want to discredit this campaign. Now, which is never going to work because everybody knows everybody. Now, if you, according to the US law and according to the laws in Virginia and Maryland, verbal threats are crime. They are crimes that can even move up right up there can be felony. There are crimes, and I've screenshot that I've shown to him, that you can't be in the US and then you call me, you threaten me, that you fuck my ass up. Fuck ass up means you're going to do something extremely bad to somebody, which means I can consider that you're already hiring thugs to come and kill me. So all of those things, and I want to seize this opportunity to tell any Ambazonian who is watching me that I have already said in my last live show with the other guy that I am not going to tolerate anybody who comes on Facebook, calls my name on something that I have not done, or who calls me to threaten me and I know the person. You will be facing the law in the US or any country that you live. I don't take threats from nobody because I'm not afraid of them. When I say things on Facebook, I say it clean and clear. So I don't want people to pass this message to Dr. Nick Santos that he threatened me and it's against the law of the state of Maryland and the United States of America. He authorized me to record him, so I had his authority, and that's why I recorded. So we want to be clear. Whatever the APNC is deciding, that is not my business. The APNC was attended by 25 people, and Dr. Nick Santos says that is the APNC is talking on behalf of the people. A conference organized by whatever people and reached the climax of publicity, but 25 persons or less attended. And you say that the Restoration Council will be stupid. If you have a problem with Dr. Sako, you solve it. I don't have any business with those kind of discussions. We are concentrating on doing things we are doing, because if not some of us activists, Joshua Carr, Mark Barita, myself, Sikot, all these activists who are coming out powerfully, this revolution would have been done if we were relying on you people who are fighting power left, right. I'm not in the IG. I've never been. I don't know anything that goes on. It's good that Tamanyan was there in the APNC. Dr. Nick Santos, it will interest you that you could have asked Tamanyan that what happened with the money of my trip to Boya. He will explain to you how the money was spent, because he's the only person that can actually explain to you how that, because you cannot be with somebody there and you're pointing fingers at other people. He knows those two money, and he has started producing the audit report. So let's wait until we see what's going on. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a very strategic talk at this moment of the National AK campaign. We want to let anybody know that if you want to call my name or the name of any other activist, for those who care, you have to be factual and relevant and focused on the point that will make me not to take an action against you. I told one of our mothers, Dr. Liz, once a long time ago, when this is the first time I'm calling her name on my show, when she made an audio and called my name, I called her, never I call. That doctor, I respect you as a mother. If you should ever call my name in any of your audios again, I'm coming to your state and we're going to court, because an audio is public. And so Dr. Nick Santos is supposed to be a doctor in mental care or health or something. You threaten somebody. Do you know the meaning of threats in America? How much it can destabilize my mental health and care and stuff like that? I just feel pity for you, because you might be on the way losing your license if I want to press charges. So I'm telling you openly. And so the people of the APNC, Dr. Santos should not gain relevance by telling that he called me. I picked his call because I have his contact, just like I picked the calls of any other persons. So he's just trying to let me know that if he calls me, he goes and brags. It means that next time I should never pick his call, but I'll still pick, because my line is always open to everybody who has anything to explain at any time. So that's it. So APNC, don't get too excited. As for me, I told him I don't endorse the APNC. I will never endorse it, because it is zero representation of the Ambazonian people. I'm concentrating on exactly what are the facts. And I've said that if the interim government, Dr. Sako or anybody has eaten money, we are going to bring them to book. That's it. And remember that the IG is an institution. Dr. Sako is an individual. So don't get confused with people who say they are doctors and they don't know exactly what they're saying. Dr. Sako can embezzle money and he will be held for embezzlement. The same way in the US, Donald Trump is Donald Trump. And there is Donald Trump, the president of America, and there's America, the country. So those institutions are there. And whatever happened, I don't want people to think that Nick Santos is some very important person because he has called Eric TawTaw. Everybody calls me. There are people who call me. You remember my last live show? I put it here when somebody was calling me. I didn't even know the person. And he was insulting me and insulting me and insulting me. That is normal. But for Nick Santos to threaten me that he's going to fuck me up, then we are going to make sure that the US court will decide what is the meaning of fuck me up. That is a new approach.